What if I told you that ChatGPT can 10x your output with 4 simple systems? Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, said the first billion-dollar solo business is coming and it's going to be powered by AI. We're living through the David versus Goliath moment of our generation, where one person with AI can do far more than 50, 100, or even 500 people. So today I want to show you 4 ChatGPT systems that you can go and leverage to make real money in the new era of AI. Let's get into it. System number 1, use ChatGPT Pulse as your trillion-dollar coach. This is ChatGPT Pulse. What it's essentially doing is it's able to go and be fed specific projects from within my ChatGPT Pro account. And then every single day, I basically get a custom newsletter and report with multiple things that are gonna go and help me accelerate my path to progress. Now, let me go and show you how I actually go and configure ChatGPT Pulse so that it's feeding me these ideas every morning and I'm able to incorporate these into my daily deep work. Here is my ChatGPT desktop app. You can see I've gone and set up this project called 10x Profits. Inside of the instructions, which is essentially the prompt for this project, you can see I've gone and prompted it with the following prompt, which you can go and get via the link in the description. I've created a ChatGPT prompt and template for you. Go and get that right now. The prompt is essentially, you are the world's best business coach and growth strategist, hired by Matt Gray to scale Founder OS from $500,000 profit to $2 million profit per month. You advise the greatest entrepreneurs in the world like Larry Ellison, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos, and are a 10x better coach than Bill Campbell, the trillion-dollar coach. You don't know who Bill Campbell is? He's the legendary coach that coached folks like Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, and the Google founders. It gets into then, you have deep expertise in things like systems design, financial strategy, team architecture, AI leverage, audience growth, high-ticket coaching and consulting models, organic content, compounding, and clarity. The objective here then is to go and design and continuously refine a roadmap that's gonna increase the Founder OS profits by 5x in the next 12 months. You're gonna give Matt the exact playbook to scale revenue, expand margins, and simplify operations without adding any more chaos. What I can then do is then go and upload some of the core documents that we have here at Founder OS. For each business, this is gonna be different, okay? But what I can show you are some of the core documents that I think that you should probably go and replicate for your business and then go and feed to your own 10x profit project. Let me give you a sense of those right now. Inside my kind of company systems wiki, we have things like our brand positioning. The Founder OS brand positioning goes and details out our core thesis on the fact that we think that the future of online businesses will be built by founders with personal brands, and that to build a personal brand, you need to be beautiful and systemized. And that the best way to do this is with a content GPS system, which is what we specialize in inside of Founder OS. All right, so you're probably wondering, how do you go and set up a ChatGPT project? And then how do you actually go and hook that into Pulse? You simply just go in your Pro account, go to New Project, and give it a name. So in this case, we're making it 10x Profits. And so what you're then gonna do is go and give it the ChatGPT 10x template, which I put via the link in the description, add that to the project instructions, and then you're gonna go and just add a bunch of files to it. In this case, what I typically do is on my desktop, I have a folder called prompts. Inside of that folder, I have one called 10x Profit, and it has all the core folders and documents that I wanna go and upload to this project. So boom, they're all in there. My customer avatar, my offer docs, all the core systems to Founder OS are all given to this so that it has an abundance of context to work its magic. And now you probably wanna go and hook this up to Pulse. And ChatGPT Pulse is only available on your mobile device. And I think you have to have a Pro account as well for ChatGPT. Inside of this, you simply go to Pulse. You'll see that you can go and configure it, which is pretty cool. You can curate the knowledge. Right now I have mine focused on helping me scale profit, systems, and leadership. It can see that, I've mentioned that I want to 10x my profit, stepping away from operations, and really develop more transformational leadership, and make sure that everything I'm doing is connected to systems, AI automation, and building a high leverage team for growth. It's saying, well, hey, is there anything I missed? Well, I can go and put in here, well, one goal I'm working on is scaling our YouTube to 1 million subscribers by the end of Q1. Give me tactics and scalable playbooks for that as well. Now what's happening is it's also getting fed that goal of mine to make sure that that's being incorporated into the kind of recommendations it gives me on a daily basis. So here you can see it says, got it. I've noted your goal of hitting 1 million YouTube subscribers by the end of Q1 and your interest in tactics and scalable playbooks to get there. Thanks for sharing that direction. It also will show you the history of the different sort of recommendations it's given you. And, oftentimes, I'm using these to kind of go and design different parts of my organization. So here you can see things like org design and delegation ladders, SOP systems, cadence and automations, new metrics basically that I could be tracking as the CEO of the company to make sure that over the next 30, 60, 90 days, I am driving at an aggressive pace towards my goals. System number 2, use ChatGPT to help you reach your 10-year goals in 6 months. Every single month I have something called the personal board meeting, which is something I do with myself to go and basically understand my 30-day business goals, my personal goals, and how these ladder up to my 1-year, 3-year, and 10-year vision for where I'm both trying to take my personal life as well as my businesses. All right, so what we have here is my board meeting for November 2025, okay? Inside of this board meeting, I've gone and taken some time to unplug. I take about a couple hours to go and think about my personal 30-day goals, things like lifting every single week, doing yoga 3 times a week while I'm here in Ubud, Bali, being able to meditate, hiring a 10X engineer, and finishing a life design for myself. On the business side, the goal is to get FounderOS to $1 million of monthly cash collected. There's some core things we need to do. We need to hire a 10X engineer. I need to get my book finished up and published. We need to get a dashboard completely upgraded to go and integrate all the different departments that we have. We've got something we've been working on for a couple years now, but like most things, it's a game of constant iteration. Inside of this as well, I then go and synthesize my FounderOS vision, right? Over the next 90 days, 1 year, and then how that gets us to where we're looking to go over the next 3 years and 10 year. Now, from here, what I can go and do is go to File, download all this, put it into a PDF form, and then go to that 10X profit project I had made and simply go and upload and put it inside. What I'm able to go and do is go and prompt ChatGPT, all right, you have my November board meeting inside of the project files. I want you to go and look at that whole document and then go and synthesize the top 20 projects ranked from best and most important to the ones that's least important that I should be focused on to finish 2025 strong. My goal here in the remainder of 2025 is to get more done than most people get done in 10 years and compress time into just a few months. We can then go and let ChatGPT go and analyze the board meeting as well as the 25 other core project files that I've given it. So I've uploaded that 2025 personal board meeting. And then the beautiful thing here is it's taking that board meeting as well as all the other core documents that I have here inside of this project. And it's able to synthesize that to let me know, the core projects that I should be most focused on. What this is allowing me to do is simply go and spend my time most focused on getting my vision clear. And then as long as I'm prompting the right sort of project with enough context, I can use it to then help set priorities, not just for me, but for my whole team. System number 3, the revenue to content flywheel. This is how I use AI to turn customer purchases into an endless stream of high converting content ideas. Right here, I have a full doc that is all of our paid in full deals over the last month. We've gone and simply pulled these transcripts from Fathom AI, gone and copied these into a Google Doc. I can then go and download this doc and upload it to a voice of customer project that I've created inside of ChatGPT. This voice of customer doc has a project instruction to it that says, to transform real customer language from surveys, interviews, and testimonials into high converting marketing copy for all of FounderOS offers, for FounderOS Velocity, our mastermind offer, as well as FounderOS program. It's going to essentially be this customer language analyst and go and be a copy strategist helping synthesize the best stuff from core responses we've gotten from customers and then use that to extract our voice of customer. From there, I can use it to create things like headlines for my website, CTA lines for different calls or workshops, email subject lines, as well as social and video hooks for platforms like Instagram and on X. I take this whole instruction here, and then I can also go and add different survey responses. So over here, I have a type form survey that I went and sent every single customer inside inside of FounderOS. All our founders helped by filling out this survey. And in this, I asked them things like, what has been your most valuable learning or insight from FounderOS? What additional resources, features, or support would make your FounderOS journey even more valuable? What's your current business challenge, and if solved, would create the biggest impact on your revenue and profitability? And then I can simply go to the results here and then go to download, get these all into a CSV file by simply going and downloading it over there. So this gets downloaded to my desktop, added all of these different files. Now from there, as you can see here, I can go and ask it, go and give me the top 10 founder challenges that my audience experiences people are most willing to pay for. What you can see here is it synthesized these into these core challenges based on the analysis from that survey data. What I can do here then is tap into those emotions using my actual customer language to go and evolve the overall copy infrastructure behind FounderOS and make sure that we're attracting these kind of dream customers by using their words. System number 4, how to persuade anyone with AI. Let me go and show you how I tool this up. So first off, you likely want to have an org chart for your company. This is what my org chart looks like right now. We've got, a legendary team across finance, sales, founder success, distribution, video, and tech. What I go and do is typically have it both in this visual form so I can see the general structure of the team, but I also like to go and put it into a Google Sheet. This Google Sheet has every single function throughout the company. It has each person as well as their core metric, incentive, and responsibilities. Now, what you can do is actually go and get this sheet, which I've given you via the link in the description in the 10X playbook. What we're doing here essentially is going and uploading the org chart to the 10X Profit project. We've gone and taken it from my desktop, we've added it into the different projects that we're gonna use that for. And then what I'm gonna go and ask it to do is go create a Excel document that has each function in my company, every single owner of that given function, their core goal, and make it one goal, and then the one core incentive that we're gonna put in place when they achieve that goal by the end of Q1. What I've got here is I've gone and uploaded that org chart to this project, okay? And then what it's going to do is go and synthesize the core team. So it's gonna ask me, okay, what exactly do you want for this? And I confirm that I do want the columns of function, name, role title, the core goal, core metric, incentive, and their direct manager, okay? What you can see here is now we can go and download this whole Excel sheet, and this is the V1 of this whole sort of team incentive model. What I would then go and do is take all of this, copy it, and then bring this over to this org chart inside of Google Sheets. So here we have it. I've gone and simply taken every single person in the company and then gone and tied in a core metric I want to see from them, and then an incentive structure that if they hit those goals, they will be given the bonus. So essentially just what you're doing is trying to just aim every single person in your company at a core goal that helps move your mission forward and ensure they're incentivized and aligned with the company's success. So depending on where you're at right now, there are 2 potential paths for you. If you're just getting started, you can go down to the first link in the description, get my 10X ChatGPT playbook, and go and start implementing the different prompts and templates in your life today. If you're a founder and you're looking to really level up and start to go and accelerate the growth of your business, you can go check out the second link below and go and get on a 15-minute systems audit with my team. Thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate you being a part of the founder freedom movement. Be sure to like and subscribe and go and watch this next video on how to go and get ahead of 99% of people with AI.